Your next comedian, again, from out of town, from Pennsylvania. Everybody give it up for Zach Fong!
So last week, the first person ever talked about suicide, tried to get you to join a pyramid scheme. Little do they know that being convinced that life is worth living is in fact the greatest pyramid scheme of them all. They're in my karmic down line now. For every good thing they do, I get the points. It's a hell of a racket helping your fellow man, I tell you, it's a hell of a racket. I'm from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania originally, and in Lancaster County, middle school sex ed is simply don't. And that's it. But when they gave us this a silent way to take a fake baby home, and I was kind of like, I was impressed. Like, do my teachers in 7th grade think me getting someone pregnant soon is a concern? Because 36-year-old B isn't getting anyone pregnant anytime soon either. And they give us this baby, and it's more advanced than like the sack of flour, but it's not like, he doesn't know that it needs changed or fed or anything like that. Just every now and then the baby would go, meh. It turns out the baby is made with the people who make the low battery smoke alarm things. And the only way to make the baby stop is in the back of the baby, right in the center of the spine, there is a keyhole. And you are given a large key, and the only way to silence the child is to impale the key into its back and twist until it cries no more. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm really going to be a good parent someday. If I ever have kids too, and they ask me like the big serious questions, I'm not going to lie to my kids. I'm going to be honest with my kids. I'm going to come up to you and say like, Dad, where did I come from? I'm not talking about store-credit shit like that, okay? I am taking credit for what I did. I'm looking them square in the eye and say, listen, I found you in a rocket ship in the backyard. Hope you like capes. The last time I home to Lancaster County, it's about a 4-hour drive from Pittsburgh. My mom bought me a flight. Because she said, hey, great, I found this little airline to go from Pittsburgh International to Lancaster Regional. It's cheaper than the return flight. All right, great, thanks, sure. So the flight is at 7:30. I haven't flown in a while, so I get a friend drop me off at 5:30 in the morning. If you want to test friendship, you have someone drop you off at the airport at 5:30 in the morning. Then you can find out if someone gives a fuck about you or not. So I get to the airport and I'm walking around trying to find a terminal for this thing called Sun Air. And I can't find Sun Air anywhere. So I stop at this one random terminal, it's like a Delta or one of those things. I'm like, yeah, excuse me, is Sun Air real? Or do the Russians own my identity now thanks to my mom? Like, look, you're flying Sun Air, yeah, I'm flying Sun Air. Okay, yeah, no, Sun Air. They are back down by the international baggage check area. You're going to make a left, you're going to go through a labyrinth, here's an actual event for the Minotaur. But you should find Sun Air eventually. So I go through the labyrinth, I slay the Minotaur, and I find Sun Air's check-in booth. Now, Sun Air's check-in booth is not a proper airline terminal. Sun Air's check-in booth is a folding table that you would power on someone through. And there's no big sign that says Sun Air. There is a dot matrix printer paper thing that says Sun Air. Takes to the folding wooden powerball table. And no one's there. There's a sign though at the desk that says, if you need help, call this number. So I think, okay, great. I'll call Sun Air. I call the number, I'm expecting, for Sun Air customer service, press 1. To find out you've been tricked, press 2. And I don't get that message. Instead, at 6 in the morning, I get a message that just goes, yeah, you got Jeff, leave a message. So I have to figure out suddenly, did they put the wrong phone number or is Jeff Sun Air? Because on one hand, I don't want to be calling someone on a Saturday morning at 6 a.m. waking them up because they probably had a really shitty week. On the other hand, if Jeff is Sun Air, Jeff needs to get his ass to this table. So I go back through the labyrinth again, talk to the Delta people, and say, yeah, excuse me, Jeff isn't answering his phone? Can you help me? I'm trying to figure out who to get so I can drive home that lot. So they go to the check-in thing. Like, yeah, I think I know how to work Sun Air systems. Let me see what I can do here. And they go, huh, well, that's not good. Which is a great thing to hear in an airport. And I begin to panic because, true story, I once dated someone on the terrorist watch list.
Oh my God.
My ex had her passport stolen in Europe, which means her name got red flagged. And 3 times I sent letters, we would send letters to each other back and forth. I got 3 letters from her that were sealed official U.S. Post Office statement, which means they've been opened. So our shitty college miss you love letters are in a file somewhere. So I turned my letters to her into word searches. It's really hard to spell jihad diagonally in a love letter. But I was an English major, so I could pull it off. Something great. I can't go home now. My terrorist ex-girlfriend means I can't go home. And she says, no, it's their seating chart isn't ready yet. I can't give you a board pass out of seating chart. She says, when's your flight? I said, my flight's at 7:30. She says, oh, they won't show up till like 6:45 at least. So I'm waiting. And finally, someone with a t-shirt with a sun on it walks by. So, excuse me, are you Jeff? Do you know Jeff? Are you Sun Air? Is Jeff Sun Air? So it turns out they are Sun Air. They start checking me through things. They ask how much I weigh. And then they weighed my bag. I thought, wait, you're going to take the time to weigh the thing. It is at most 50 pounds. But me, you're just going to take my word on it. Like, how many planes have gone down where someone went down screaming, I shouldn't have lied about the cheesecake! And I asked her, why do you need to measure weight? She said, look, let's figure out the seats based on weight. Yeah. So I go through security, I rush to get onto the plane, and it turns out it's not like a proper jet. It's like a single propeller Red Baron World War I thing. That's why they need to know how much you weigh. So they can sit everyone correctly so the plane doesn't crash. So I walk into the plane, the co-pilot is there. And I said, all right, co-pilot, my name's Zach Funk. Where do I sit? And he goes, I'll just sit wherever. Now my paranoid ass went, no, you don't understand. I sit in the wrong seat, we can all die. Which again is not a thing to say at an airport. So I'm on the terrorist watch list. My ex is pretty exciting. But I get to go on the plane, and at least looks like there's these nice big engines on each wing. It turns out the engines are mostly hollow, and our bags go where I thought the engines were. The bags are ballast in case this thing goes down. We take off, and the first thing that throws me off is I'm just flying on a big plane where, like, if you want to get to the pilot, there is a door made out of Wolverine's bones. And behind it, Gandalf is standing there screaming, you shall not pass! This thing didn't even have a fucking beaded curtain. One sections of video stores were better protected than the pilot and the co-pilots. Fun thing, last time I did that story, about 40 seconds after that joke, the drunk guy in the audience went, wait! What happened to Gandalf? Because he was too drunk to understand metaphor. The plane takes off, and the co-pilot pulls out a paper map. Which means, I presume, they put the plane in phone mode. Because this thing, like, my pocket is more advanced than this thing. And the worst part of all, there was a hornet trapped on the plane.
Oh, no.
Yes! Think about all the times I've been driving, you know, like, oh shit, there's a hornet in here. Put the window down, get out of here, get out of here. But this is a plane and I can't do that. And then I realized that this is how I die. This is how I die. Because the pilot is going to be allergic to hornets. He's going to get stung. The co-pilot's too busy looking at the damn map. I'm going to reach over and tap him on the shoulder to see if he's okay. Accidentally cause him to hit the thing. Because I've seen Twilight Zone shit, I know how this works. My point is, I'm the ghost of Zach Funk. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
Everybody, for Zach Funk, give him some noise. If you guys like him tonight, you guys can see him again. You can see him on any MPI watch list. There's only one Google search away. Oh, I gotta say, come on, please.